I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Brand new girlfriend. It's the story about the Coldplay guy, classic hit country 103.9.
Did you see actually that is an astronomer, right?
Yeah.
The new interim CEO was like, it's a household name now. And I was like, I don't know the name of your company, so it's not really.
Well, you just said it. It's astronomer.
I said it now because I just saw it. But I'm not saying that astronomer CEO and that girlfriend of his.
Any publicity is good publicity, Emily.
That
all
is
right.
Very true.
It is time for the Hump Day Hoedown. Let's get you filled in on all things from country music and music overall.
Yes. So a lot of it obviously is the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. I know he's not country. I'm just throwing that out there. I do know that much.
But he's Ozzy.
Yes, but he's Ozzy. I wanted to share an uplifting story of two legends. They're, from vastly different worlds, Ozzy Osbourne and Johnny Cash. They crossed paths at the Betty Ford Clinic in 86, I think.
Okay.
Both seeking help for addiction. Ozzy recalled meeting Johnny and feeling immediately inspired. He still had this aurora about him. He gave me hope. And I don't know why, I just really love that because there's heavy metal and then country, and they just connected over struggles and faith. And I don't know, I just love it.
Two awesome legends.
Yes. Speaking of Ozzy as well, I need to go out and say that Posty is not wrong here because I want to know how you would handle this, Kirsch.
Post Malone?
Post Malone, yes. Post Malone collaborated with Ozzy and Travis Scott back when he was still pop, hip hop.
Yeah.
What was Post?
Tattooed and dirty.
Yeah, yes. Okay, thank you, Kirsch. After recording together, they hadn't met in person, Post Malone and Ozzy, until a live performance at the Forum in LA. But just before hitting the stage, Post locked eyes with Ozzy, and despite his years of performing, he said meeting Ozzy was more nerve-wracking than actually singing live.
I believe it. What do you say to Ozzy when you meet him?
That's what he said. What do you, he's like, what the F do you say to Ozzy Osbourne?
Right.
I like your pants? I don't know. But really, what do you say?
And the hardest part is if he speaks back, at that point, you could never understand a word the guy said. God bless him.
No.
So he'd be like,
could?
hi, Ozzy. Sharon could, yeah.
Yes.
Sharon definitely could. He'd be like, hey, Ozzy, good to meet you. And Ozzy would be like,
You're on point with the impressions right now, let me tell you.
Kind of how he sounded, which I liked it.
But as long as Sharon could understand him, right?
Amazingly, Keith Richards is still alive. Good
Okay,
Lord.
I said that yesterday. I was like, but Keith Richards is still kicking. I mean,
I know,
honestly.
right? Good Lord. All right, there's your Hump Day Hoedown. It's Kirsch and Emyle, classic hit country, 103.9 The Maverick. All right, so yesterday the big news that broke was that Ozzy Osbourne passed away, and even if you're not a rocker, you know Ozzy. I mean, everybody knows who Ozzy is.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't listen to his music, but I know who he is, so
right?
It counts for something, right?
Right. Before there was headbanging, before there was the Bat, before reality TV and Sharon, there was Ozzy, just a working class kid from Birmingham with a voice like thunder and a look that screamed complete chaos.
Yeah, I forgot he was the Bat.
Well, he bit the Bat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I totally forgot that was him.
This guy survived more than most of us could imagine and kept rocking through it all. Addiction, controversy, reality TV shows, Parkinson's disease, and still found a way to be the godfather of metal, the Prince of Darkness. So today I just wanted to mention rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. I have to tell you what happened yesterday when this news broke, Emily. You ready?
Yes.
So if you're not aware, well, Emily's aware, but if you're not aware listening today, I also work over at our sister station, 99.7 The Blitz, which we play a bunch of Ozzy.
Right, because he is rock.
A couple weeks ago, Ozzy was interviewed because he just did his final performance on July 5th.
You think that's a little eerie?
Well, here's what's eerie about it. So his daughter got engaged backstage.
Yes.
His son did something, I forget what it was, but even before this final performance on July 5th, he did an interview and said, you know what? I might just go ahead and die on stage. And I remember saying on air after reading that, I'm like, that would be like the most Ozzy thing ever. But it made me wonder if he knew, like, if the doctors were like, this is it.
I am a firm believer. Sometimes you just know.
Yeah,
and that's just from personal experiences. But I 100% think he just knew. And I think that he might have said something to Kelly's now fiance too.
Like, hey, you better pop the question.
They might have had a discussion about it.
Right.
And maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe that'll come out sometime.
Yeah.
But it's just like weird how that all happened. I'm getting like goosebumps. I don't know. I'm a believer in that.
When he said that, and knowing he was in bad health and knowing that, he was just getting older. He was 76, so not crazy old, but getting older. I said to myself in my head, I was like, oh God, the one thing I don't want to happen is for Ozzy to die while I'm on air. I don't want to be the one to break the news that Ozzy died. And I'm on until 3 o'clock over at the Blitz, and it came out yesterday at about 2, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be the one to tell people this because he was freaking Ozzy.
Well, Kirsch, I hate saying this, but if anyone's going to give someone bad news, you're the perfect person.
Oh, thanks.
So it's you know how to do delivery.
I appreciate that. So yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. There you
All right,
go.
Kirsch, and thoughts are welcome here, and listeners, please.
Okay.
Because,
so should people text?
Yes, they should text us 877-937-1039. So this story is kind of like blowing up in the country music world right now.
Okay.
Zach Bryan, he's newer, right? But he left his MetLife Stadium show, and a 14-year-old fan, I'm going to emphasize 14-year-old, said she waited 4 hours hoping to meet Zach Bryan. She didn't get a picture. She didn't get to say hi. And she posted online how disappointed she was. Listen, I understand that's very immature to do, but she's 14. Okay?
Yeah.
So what does Zach Bryan and the most Zach Bryan thing do? He responded and basically told her, you're not entitled to a picture or a hello. He said he was tired, wanted a drink, and isn't obligated to stop for anyone after a show. He also left a comment saying GOMD, which is get off my, and to a 14-year-old.
Come on, dude.
And he's the king of comments, deleting, posting, deleting, but forgets that screenshots live forever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I need to know, because it's a huge thing online right now. Is he rude, or is that not like we should clap for him?
No, I think I'm going rude. Here's the thing. If you're in the public spotlight, that's just something you have to deal with. And I'm sure there are times where you're like, I just can't do this right now, or I have to get somewhere or whatever, and you can't stop. But you can at least be cordial. Wave. Yes. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I can't stop.
He didn't even put his window down to wave or anything, which is also very on par. But here's the thing. You're not there because you're not there without the fans. And yes, I understand everyone has their days and they're not obligated to stop. But even just rolling the car window down, acknowledging, because even if you're not looking at that 14-year-old, they're going to think you are.
Right.
And that's going to make their life.
And I'll tell you right now, the other thing, she's 14. She's got TikTok, she's got Snapchat, she's got all that different kind of stuff, and she's going to make that go viral. And he's going, this dude is just a turd. Yes, he is. I agree with that. However, but a lot of people are agreeing with him that he doesn't have to stop and he's not obligated. He's not, and he doesn't have to, but it's the kind and cordial thing to do from one human to another, especially one who is paying your bills. Right?
Your lifestyle, yes. So that got me thinking. I would love to know our listeners' opinions, but also if you've ever met someone that you were disappointed. You know the old saying, don't meet your heroes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know. Ooh. So text us because I want to talk about it.
I've got one. Okay. We'll share those coming up, okay? And I want to see if you have any as well.
Did you run into yours at the Lewis Center Kroger?
No. This was a radio thing. Somebody who I met who was like, wow, I thought you were going to be a lot better than you are. Oh, man, you came through on these ones. Kirsch and Emyle, Classic Hit Country, 103.9 The Maverick. We were talking about this whole Zach Bryan thing that a 14-year-old got completely snubbed when she was trying to at least even say hi or wave to him. So the question was, have you ever met a celebrity that you hoped was going to be friendly and fun, and then they were a complete turd?
I am very excited about hearing yours, Kirsch. I really am.
All right, let's go through some of the texts we got, because these are people locally who said they've met celebrities and it was not great. Tina in Westerville says, I met Adam Levine at an event in LA. I feel like meeting Adam Levine would not be a pleasant experience for some reason.
No, I don't think it would be. And it is that what she said? She
said, I said hi. He looked at me like I was foot fungus and walked away mid-sentence. Total diva.
Seems about right. You know what? This one, Jess from Dublin.
Yeah.
I was so excited to meet Jared Leto. He smelled like incense and arrogance. Didn't even make eye contact, just whispered something weird and walked off, which that one is something that doesn't shock me.
That's on brand for him. Yes. Danielle from Hilliard says, my mom met Ellen DeGeneres backstage at a taping, and I have a feeling I know where this is going. She said she was cold, and she didn't speak to anyone unless cameras were rolling.
Yes. Okay, before that news broke, by the way, I always heard horrible things about Ellen. And I'm like, not a fan. It ruins it.
And this one's on brand for this person, too. Emily in Pickerington. I met Avril Lavigne in 2004. I told her I loved her music, and she said, whatever.
That was it, Avril? Was it really Avril?
I know, there's a whole conspiracy there.
So wait, I have to mention this one because we all know this person is not nice, okay? But for some reason, Kirsch, now I feel like challenging you to meet this celebrity and have a positive interaction, okay?
All right.
Jake from Reynoldsburg said, saw Chevy Chase at a golf course, tried to say hi. He rolled his eyes and said, not today. Guess he wasn't having a vacation.
I heard that guy is such a jerk. Which is so
I think
weird.
You could do it. I do, Kirsch. This is a new challenge.
You want to know mine? Do you have any?
I have one, yes.
Who's yours?
Okay, you're not going to know who he is. Jack Antonoff. He was in the band Fun with a period. They were not fun.
They were not fun.
Yeah, but he is also very well known for producing Taylor Swift's music now.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
He is not a fun person. He is not a very nice person. At least my interaction was with him. He was very full of himself, and this was pre-Taylor Swift. I'm hoping that's different, and it was just a bad day, but,
Mine
it sticks with me.
Is a person you're probably not going to know.
Okay.
It is Michael Winslow. Do you know who that is?
Sounds familiar.
So Michael Winslow was in the Police Academy movies back in the day. He was the guy who made all the sound effects with his mouth, and that's what he was known for. And I got to interview him. This is around maybe 2002 or something like that. And he wouldn't talk, and he wouldn't make any mouth sounds or sound effects or anything like that, and got really mad at me when I told him that, dude, you're the guy from Police Academy. Like, no one really cares that much, and ended the interview.
Sounds very on brand for you, Kirsch. That's one thing that you do have, honesty.
I'm honest. Crazy Town. It's Jason Aldean, Classic Hit Country 103.9 The Maverick. That's what I like to call this place because I get to work with Emyle over there.
Oh, thanks, Kirsch. I always love when we start off with my name being wrong and everything.
How many people get your name wrong? Like, if you write it down, what are the things they say? They can't naturally say Emily, right?
No, actually, a lot of them do.
Really? They see E-M-Y-L-E and they're like, that's clearly Emily?
Yes, and when they get it right, I say thank you for saying it right.
All right.
And if they get it wrong, I'm like, that's okay.
I remember when I first met you, I saw your name and I was like, okay, Emyle.
You're like, this Emyle's about to come babysit for me.
That's
what?
a weird name. I've got to be either saying that wrong or her mom was a hippie.
Well, my mom, I feel like, was a hippie, yes, but it's Emily. So you were saying it wrong.
What's the most common mispronunciation you get?
Emyle.
Emyle?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Whatever. I love my name. I would never change it.
I love your name, too.
I know you do because it gives you content, Kirsch.
It does. It's laziness. All right, so Blue Jackets, they just dropped their schedule. We got to talk about this. I'm a huge CBJ fan. I'm a huge hockey fan.
Do you not have, because, okay, I called you the other day talking to you about, it's the 25th anniversary for the Blue Jackets, right?
Right.
And I called you and I was telling you about it. And you were like, I have a license plate for the Blue Jackets. I had no idea because I don't pay attention. But how does your license plate not say number one fan? Number one CBJ fan?
Because they haven't deemed me that yet.
Oh, so they have to do that for you.
I'm waiting for them
to
present me with the honor of being the CBJ's #1 fan.
We need to make this happen somehow.
All right, I'll leave it up to you if you can make it happen.
Okay, I will. I'm going to work on this. You know me. I'll get it done.
I like it.
So they do have something really cool going on. I want to mention to you real quick. I debate with this all the time if I want to get my son into hockey or not, right?
Right.
But if you do have a kid who's in hockey, you can donate new or gently used hockey equipment at participating Ohio Health Chiller ice rinks for the Blue Jackets Recycle the Game program, which donations are accepted through September. And as a thank you, donors are going to receive 2 complimentary tickets to a select home game. But here's what I really love.
Cool.
All the donated gear is going to be available at the annual Blue Jackets equipment sale in September, which proceeds benefit the Columbus Blue Jackets Foundation.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that.
I love that. And I guess in 2024, so last year, more than 2,000 items were donated, and they supported 184 families.
All right, so if you want to find out more about this, is it just on their website? Is it bluejackets.com?
Yes, /recycle. So it's Recycle the Game program.
So good. All right, I can't wait to be deemed #1 fan. Can we do that in the middle of the ice before a game?
I am not in charge of those decisions, but I will find out who is.
Kirsch and Emyle, Classic Hit Country, 103.9 The Maverick. Yesterday, we got that news that Ozzy Osbourne passed away, which was, terrible news. For rock and just music and entertainment overall. What a cool character he was.
That character, I like it.
Cool character. Here's what I started thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, my childhood is disappearing all very quickly. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Did you see that the other day?
It was drowning, right?
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo on The Cosby Show, died from an accidental drowning. I think he was on vacation.
So sad.
And then Ozzy.
I'm not trying to be like morbid, but don't they say it comes in threes?
That's the thing.
No.
I'm like, who's going to be the third one? Like, these just happened very quickly, and
we need to protect Bret Michaels at all costs.
And Ted Danson.
And Ted Danson. Oh, Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. Like, I watched Cheers back in the day all the time. I listened to Ozzy back in the day all the time. I watched The Cosby Show. So I'm like, somebody, like, put a bubble around Ted Danson and Bret Michaels.
I never thought about that. It is kind of like in that era, isn't it?
Yeah, and it used to be Betty White that we said that about.
I still think she's alive, okay? So I don't know what you're talking about. In my mind, she is.
She'd be like 116 now.
And she would still look fabulous with a martini in hand, I bet.
And be hilarious, yeah. Who else do we need to protect? Because they come in threes, and I don't know. I'm worried about who the third one is going to be.
I would say Keith Richards, but I think he's doing okay.
How old is he? Is he like 100?
I thought so, but he's actually 81. We looked it up because I thought he was a lot older than that. But
I thought he was too.
I don't know. How about no one? We all just, keep living our lives and no one goes.
Oh, you're so cute.
Thank you, Kirsch. I love when you believe in me.
You're so cute. No, I'm just worried who's going to be next because they do come in threes. Ted Danson, be careful, my friend. I love that dude.
I hope you didn't just jinx him.
I hope we're not recording. I don't want if something happens, I don't want them to be like Kirsch and Emyle did it.
No, there's no Emily about that.
Oh, that's true. Oh, God. I better just move on.